Okay, we've got the S-10 over here today. Sorry I don't have my mic with me, but hopefully this mic's not too bad. Got my S-10 over here. We're gonna start working back on this stuff. I know I've been on solar stuff if you've watched my channel. But we are getting ready to get back on this drag and drive project. I got my S-10 over here at my buddy's house at the lift. We're getting ready to put some new body mounts on it. I tried to do it at home with jacks and some 4x4s. It wasn't working out too well, so I decided to borrow a lift here. We're gonna lift this cab up and get this thing up off this frame. Gonna clean the frame up a little bit and put new body mount bushings on. And then we can move on to other stuff. Working on the engine right now, mainly is where my money's going, is working on my getting my engine built. That's where I got most of my money at so far. Let's get this thing up in the air. We've already took the body mount bolts out already. Now we've got a few bolts here on the steering shaft there. And then there's one down here. That one right there, you gotta take loose. Get the steering shaft out of there. And this thing should be ready to lift up. Like I said, I already took the body mount bolts out and unhooked the parking cable. The parking brake cable, which will keep you from being lifted up also. We'll be back in a minute. And just like that, it's up. Up in the air. We got access to the frame here. Like I said, I'm gonna change these body mount bushings right here. Actually, these don't look too bad, but the ones on the bottom were pretty bad. I'd already changed them out months ago, but we're gonna take these make sure this lift is locked here. Yeah, okay, sitting on the locks now. Had to make sure I don't want that thing falling on me. But underside of this truck doesn't look too bad. No rust at all. Just dirty. Pretty good for 95. And the frame, you know, it's got some surface rust, of course. I've already kinda painted some of it, but I need to get into the nitty gritties of it. But we're gonna start working on these, change these body mounts out real quick, and we're gonna strip this frame down a little bit and just spray some frame. We're not gonna do nothing fancy like I see a lot of guys doing. We're just gonna put a little coat of paint on it. We'll be back in a little while. All right. We got the first coat on. We're just doing, because this lift is a loaner. I don't want to be tying my friend's lift up forever. We're just doing a quick coverage of stuff I can't get with the cab on. Like I said, not a show quality job, but looks 100% better than it did before. And all this stuff up here I can get. I'm gonna be changing these control arms. I got new control arms, upper and lowers. I got new springs. I got new everything. I got new steering language. I got new wheels. I got new rotors. I got new brakes. I got new spindles. I got everything. So I just haven't changed this stuff out yet. But like I said, we're just getting the stuff I can't get with the cab on. And this kind of makes me want to do something to the bottom of this cab now, because got the frame looking a lot better, and then the bottom of this cab, and I'm getting a new paint job. I'm getting the whole truck painted, but I doubt I'm gonna get painted under here, but maybe I can come back later and coat it with something just to make it look better. But well, that's it for right now. Like I said, this is what I'm using right here. Using this right here, Eastwood rust encapsulator. I'm gonna put a couple of coats of this on there, and then I have the Eastwood Extreme Chassis Black that I'm gonna put over top of that, just to give it a little shine, another little coating. Like I said, I don't know how long it's gonna last, or it last at all, because all I did was wire brush the frame. But definitely looks better than it did, or it looks a lot better than it would have if I wouldn't done anything at all. So like I said, this is gonna be a drag and drive thing. I am gonna drive this thing all the time, so we're not going for show quality. And we'll come back whenever you get some of that the Extreme Chassis Black on there and see what it looks like. Let you see what it looks like anyway. Okay, here it is. Got the first layer of the Extreme Chassis Black on there. So let's add a little shine to it. I just now put it on there, so it's still wet. I'm sure it's not gonna be that shiny. Like I said before, I'm just doing the part that I can't do with the cab on. I don't know how long it's gonna last. Some people say it lasts a little while. According to the prep work, I didn't do a whole lot of prep work. I was hit it with a wire brush. Put that rust encapsulator on it. Sanded it down with some Scotch-Brite lightly, and then put this, once it dried, then sanded it down a little bit with some Scotch-Brite pads. These ones right here. And then sprayed a coat of the Extreme Chassis Black on there. I'm gonna let this dry for a little while, and then go back and do one more coat with it. Then I'm gonna start working on these right here. These cups that goes body mount cups that mount right there. And there's 6 of them around there. I'm gonna wire wheel the rust off of these, paint them the same way with the rust encapsulator and then the chassis black. And then I'm gonna put the body mounts back on. Here's the old ones right here. They really look pretty good. Surprisingly, well, some of them look better than the other ones, but I think that's just some rust from the cups on that one. That could probably be those two. Yeah, I think that's just rust from the cups on there. Well, this one here is a little broke down in the middle because they got metal like on the liners. 2 of them are in pretty rough shape with they got some rust. The metal on the liner part on the inside is rusted on 2 of them, and then 2 of them are good to go. So I'm definitely gonna go and use the new ones I got, which here's the bottom new ones. They're the energy suspension. And I already did the bottom ones because I'd already changed them out before I even came over here. I already painted them already. And that the bottom is good to go. I just gotta do these top cups, 6 of them, and then put the new rubbers on them, or matte body mounts. See if we can get one out right here real quick. These right here, these are the new top ones. They go on top of right here, go right in there on the frame. That cup goes on top of it. But after we do that, we'll, like I said, put all that back on his body mounts, and then try to get this cab line back up, and sit it back down on there and try to get it lined up and bolt it back down so we can get this thing out of here and get out of my buddy's way. I appreciate him, Blake Walker. I appreciate you, brother. Let me use your lift, tied up your lift, but thank you, sir. And we'll be back when I put another coat on there and start trying to line this thing back up. Okay, real quick, show y'all guys. I don't know if I showed before. I got did a little work on my tailgate. I don't know if I put a video. I don't think I put it on video yet, but did a little work to my tailgate. I bought a French 10 license plate frame there. I had a guy at my job weld that in there for me. I could have probably done it, but I wanted it done. Looked pretty decent. And he just welded in there, then he smoothed it out. Put some primer on there, temporary primer, to get the rest of the thing painted. But I've also got a roll pan at the house that I'm gonna put on there eventually. And the reason why I did that is because I'm gonna be putting a parachute on this thing. Because I do plan on going fast enough in this thing where I need a parachute. So, but I also gonna street drive it, so I didn't want the license plate. You know, typically the license plate is in the middle, and the parachute always blocks it. Around here, North Carolina, these troopers pull you over and give you a ticket for blocking your license plate with the, you know, I know a lot of guys that street drive their hot rods, and they'll get a ticket for blocking the license plate, or they'll just give them an excuse to stop you or whatever. So put the license plate over here, put the parachute in the middle, everything's good to go. And the roll pan I got is just a smooth roll pan. It doesn't have the thing for the license plate in the middle. So everything looks smooth and back. Have my license plate over here, everything will be good. Just want to show y'all that real quick. All right, got the last coat of the Stream chassis black on there. You can see that. It came out looking pretty good. It's more like it ain't really gloss, it's more like a satin look. And that's exactly what I wanted. I didn't want it like extremely glossy. Makes it look more original looking. I'm sure it's not gonna stay looking this good, but definitely gonna be better than it was before. And see, I got the painted my cups. Well, I got them painted with the rust encapsulator anyway. I'm gonna spray some Extreme chassis black on these too. They came out looking pretty good. Good enough. Just trying to make everything look a little bit decent, that's all. I'm gonna spray some Extreme chassis black on those. And then that should be about it. That we're gonna do today anyway. And like I said, turn this camera back around. We're gonna, like I said, I'm gonna lower this thing down and run out of daylight and try to get it back on the frame so we can push this thing out of here, load it up on the trailer and take it back to the house. If I get time, I'll film some more when I get it back down on the chassis and get it buttoned up. It's gonna take some maneuvering to get it lined back up again. I tried not to move it as much as possible. I had to move it a little bit, but those bolts that hold that frame to the cab, they pretty much got to be lined up perfectly or they won't go in. So, because I took it out before and they were bare, trying to get lined back up, but we can get it done.